This video is about the power of sound. Power of sound. A few years ago, I was on a flight from Amsterdam to Chicago, and I sat next to this really interesting character. He was a quantum physicist. And I'm not going to explain in this video what a quantum physicist is, but he's a really smart guy. And he was explaining to me that his laboratory has proven the theory that sound waves, when they are compressed to a higher enough frequency, can actually turn into light waves. And he explained all the details in that. And you can Google it if you want. There's actually a ton of resources in Science Today and different websites you can look at. But it led to a really fascinating conversation. He was an agnostic. He was not a Christian. But I began to share share the gospel with him and some scripture verses. One scripture verse in particular really came to my mind. In Genesis 1:3, it says that in creation, he actually used the medium of sound in order to create speak everything into existence. It says, Genesis 1:3 says, "And God said, let there be light." And so I shared with this really smart guy on this plane this scripture verse, and he was fascinated. He's like, I'm going to share with this scripture verse with all of my science buddies in the University of Chicago, because yes, sound waves can turn into light waves. And in fact, we know in science that everything is vibrating right now as we speak. And this got my brain moving of the possibility that could it be that we are actually everything in creation. My previous video is how creation is speaking about the glory of God. But could it go even further that creation and you and me, we're still vibrating with the very voice that created the universe? I share this story because I don't think it's a coincidence. The reason why music is so powerful. A couple statistics. You know, the Bible actually commands you to sing over 50 times. Not a suggestion, but a command, over 50 times to sing. There's hundreds of mentions, scripture verses that mention singing or music. Like I said, God chose the medium of sound to actually create the universe. So here's my encouragement for us. Because we understand that sound is important, because music goes straight to the heart, music has a way of really opening up our emotions, opening up our soul to really receive the revelation from the Lord. In my other video, I talked about how worship is our response to revelation. So here's my encouragement, really simple. Knowing that music is so powerful, I want to encourage you in this time of quarantine, you're stuck in your house, fill your home with music that carries the revelation of who God is. And then lead your family in times of response to that revelation. When you're driving to the grocery store, which is pretty much the only place you can drive to right now, sing in your car, sing about the glory of God. Purposefully use this time to fill your homes and your apartments and your houses and your yards with music that is speaking about the glory of God and the revelation of Jesus, and use this time to respond accordingly to that. So just remember, music is powerful. You are commanded to sing, so fill your home with music and just see what God does in your families. Love you guys. Hope this helps you. Blessings.